It's always really fun to get our hands on the newest released airplanes, and right now this is the newest airplane in the world. Now I will tell you, the comment section of this video is probably going to be heated and a lot of debate and a lot of controversy because of the nose art on this airplane. Some people are going to absolutely love it for what it stands for and who it represents. Some people, they don't care about that, are just gonna hate that nose art. Let us know where you are in the comments, but for me, I'm excited. Nose art aside, this is a beautiful airplane with a lot of ordinances. Check this out, we have a removable fuel tank, we've got our bombs and rockets there with retracts and flaps, and we have a 4-bladed prop to match our 4S capable airplane. Now the one thing that is exciting and I was surprised by about this big of a Warbird is that its recommended battery size is actually a 4S 2200. And if you've been watching our channel for a while, you'll know that's my current favorite size battery. So this will be a maiden unlike any other. Let's put it in the air and have some fun. Farrell McGovern, buddy, please let us know in the comments more about this. Some people call it, should I say, the tornado. I looked and I could only find limited information online, so I'm totally relying on Farrell McGovern. He is like Mr. Facts of our video now, very official. Let's do a takeoff, here we go. A lot of right rudder, not a ton, yeah, a good bit. Maybe half of right rudder. That was pretty good, that was pretty good. I could have gone a little more right rudder for just a smoother takeoff, but for a maiden flight of a Warbird with all these ordinances on here, that wasn't bad. Could have gone a hair smoother, but here we go, we're gonna put retracts up. Oh, that looks great. Yes.
Stay above the hill on this one, Daddy.
I will. So the Razorback is a very popular airplane, and there's kind of a funny story with this one particularly because FMS actually just discontinued theirs, and I'm in some of these Facebook groups now, and I like to talk to you guys when I stumble across something that, you know, I feel like I can help with or something. Just tons of Facebook groups. And someone was upset because the FMS Razorback around this size, not exactly, was discontinued, and I have had this. We got it just right before our trip to RC Fest, and that's about when I saw the comment, and I really wanted to tell him, like, don't worry, man, you're gonna be okay, we got an amazing one coming, but obviously couldn't say anything. So hey guys, we're flying it in SAFE. This is all SAFE so far, and it's very nice. So if you're a newer pilot and you're wondering, can I fly something like this? Absolutely, there's hands-free. I'll do a full hands-free pass down the runway so you guys can see. When I take my hands off these controls, boom, there's auto level, and I'm literally hands-free. We're gonna turn it before I get too far into the sun, right into the sun, but that's in SAFE. So very beginner friendly, and I've been cruising about half throttle. Here we're gonna turn SAFE off. We're still cruising really well. So let's get it nice and a little bit more aggressive. Down here lower. Make sure I had my orientation right there. Feels really good out of SAFE. Cruising it right around half throttle. I am gonna just try to keep that under the sun, Abby. I think I'm good if I can keep it right around there. We're gonna throw some more aerobatic maneuvers. Oh, that was close. Very close, didn't hit. Very close.
Scared for my life.
Very close. Maybe I shouldn't have put the Expo in. So I am flying on 10% Expo. If there was no Expo, it would have pulled up a little faster. We're rolling it. That's a very nice roll rate. We're gonna keep it out of the sun for now. Yeah, Abby, that was close. That was really close. The roll rate, I am not losing any altitude on. It feels really good for a Warbird. I can't believe it. I wasn't expecting that. It feels like a sporty flyer. Let's go in for a nice roll here. Oh yeah, that's very nice. I can keep the nose very level and not lose any. Oh, look at that. I lost only like maybe 10 degrees or so of level flight. So you might have to nose up just a touch. We're gonna play with the throttle a little bit here on the next pass. I think this battery is a 30C, so we're not gonna wanna do like full throttle passes too much, but let's go full throttle here. Down the runway, full throttle. And I can actually hear that pulsing, so we're gonna just take it easy on that, and I'll put in a second battery I don't want everyone. Now it'll handle, I think, a 3200 or maybe even a 4000 milliamp. 32 is, I believe, what it recommended. We're looping it right now. So you can get longer flight times, but it's performing extremely well on this 2200. It's just looking like we're gonna have short flights. So if it's really short, I'll put in a second battery, but this is...
All right, Nate, time to play.
Yeah,
Will it snap?
Let's go. Oh yeah, that's fun. I've been holding back. I'm trying to keep it just a little bit on the scale side.
I've noticed you've been holding back.
You know, these warbirds, that's what people
I know it.
like to see. Let's go for a Cuban 8 out here, if we can handle it. Don't want to push my battery too far. Hey, look at that. I held off, Mark, if you're watching. Held off.
What does he say, you turned too soon?
Well, what I tend to do is this. Watch this. Top of the loop. Keeping it easy, I roll over. Right?
Oh, so you're supposed to wait till you go down?
Yes, watch this. So
you got to nose down.
And then
that is difficult.
Down and then roll over. Now that was very bad because I'm hearing my motor pulse again. I don't want to lose my battery, so we might have to put in a 50C and see how that does.
Let's get a cool shot of landing gear coming down.
Okay, we can do that. Well, we might not. We might want to just go ahead and plan for it. I'm getting a little bit of telemetry and I'm hearing my ESC pulse.
All right.
So let's put the landing gear down right there.
1, 2. You are very close to us.
Funny angle. Uh-oh, I lost the
your missile.
Yeah,
the missile.
That's so funny, but that's okay. I don't know. It must have clipped some grass or something. I don't know how that popped off.
Scary close to us.
Fast.
I did not like that landing, Nate. You gotta try again.
We had a pulsing motor there. Let's definitely do a second flight because I don't think that was a very fair flight for everyone. I want to wake this airplane up a little bit more. Let's see why that popped off.
Hard landing, that's why.
So this railing, the railing actually came unglued. So I just need to re-glue that back to the airplane and slide that back on. But there just must not have been a lot of glue holding that on. So that's one thing to be aware of. let's put a better battery in and fly again. They just slide off, and I think I want to keep it balanced, so we'll take our rocket tube off for now. Ready for takeoff, Abby?
As ready as I'll ever be.
Let's try half flaps. Little right rudder. The flaps felt really good on that. Taking the flaps off. That was nice. Just, you know, second takeoff already feels better. We'll get those retracts up. I like to build up speed before that first bank a little bit. Retracts. Ah, so pretty. Let's climb it and give it a little tail over here. A little hammerhead action. Yeah, into a roll. Pull up in time, baby. Very, very good flyer. Man, these E-Flite Warbirds, let's see, the Corsair is surprisingly good. The P-51 is awesome. It's my favorite. And now, I was not expecting this to be that great of a flyer. I thought it just looked a little clunky and didn't know how good it would do. I mean, I've flown other Razorbacks before, but this one is flying exceptional.
Inverted?
Well. Yeah, that's what I was kind of gearing up to do. So right to left here, we've got the sun at a funny angle compared to where we usually like to fly. So let's put it upside down. Needs a little elevator to maintain, but we can keep it there. I think the 50C battery feels better too. Not getting quite the pulse. Let's inverted loop, climb out of that, power up. Give it a little wild snap up there. Go in for another loop here. Oh, sorry, I rolled that wing the wrong way, so no loop at all. Damn.
Take two.
There we go. And we'll get a nice, good angled snap right here in front of us. Coming in, full speed, going to climb it up into a snap right here. Yeah, that was wild. The twist rate on that was so good. Let's try it again over here. Opposite direction on rudder for that. Let's see if we can get it up into just a nice little spin. And we'll probably land it here pretty soon. This is a great little maiden flight. Abby's little favorite, inverted. Yay. Kind of a flat spin under no throttle. Just make sure we save it in time.
Drop fast.
thank you. Yeah, it did drop fast. I thought you were complimenting me, that's why I said thanks.
I didn't compliment it. You only got 2 spins, I think.
Yeah, I don't know what I was gonna say, but this thing, it's flying on rails, and the elevator feels good. We don't get a lot of twist on the elevator when I pull up, so that's really nice. Let's see if we can clean up that landing a little bit, Abby. So let's drop the landing gear there. And this time I'm gonna hit half flaps to help slow me down.
Okay.
And see if we can clean it up, slow it down, get it right in front of us. The last landing too, I was a little panicked. I was in safe. We're gonna come in under some throttle this time and hope we don't stall out. Definitely a much better landing. Wow. So flaps are great on this, and that slowed me down perfectly. I didn't have much of a headwind, but maybe 5 miles an hour or so. And I haven't even messed with full flaps yet. So there's a lot of potential on this airplane to play around with that I haven't even been able to feature in this maiden flight. But I think for a maiden, that was pretty solid. We've been dealing with a lot of crazy weather too. A lot of wind, and this is our small window of opportunity to get this in the air for you guys. I'm a huge fan of the way it flies, despite the way it looks, whether you like it or not. I wish you could, maybe that decal was optional, but other than that, yeah. Okay, to give you guys an idea, this battery, that flight was at 3.84 volts per cell. Check out where I've got the battery placed on a 2200. As long as you're not up too far, I think that's a really good CG. It felt amazing in and out of safe. But again, that's 3.84 volts per cell on the second battery. So the first battery wasn't far off. Unfortunately, on a 2200 milliamp, we're looking at pretty short flights, which is the recommended battery size. That's probably a 4 to 5 minute flight. If you want a longer flight, I would go 3200. Your CG is going to be a little different though, and you're probably going to easily be able to get 7 or 8 minutes of flight time. But that's not bad. I love the way it flies. I love the ordinances on the bottom. I'm a huge fan. The flaps and the retracts are great. It tracks really well on the ground for a Warbird, just a little right rudder on takeoff and landing. You just want to come in with those flaps on, maintain throttle, so try to come in slow but under throttle and let it sit down on those front wheels, and you'll just get that golf clap every time. I like it, I really do. More than what I was expecting. You never know what can happen to your plane when you're flying it, especially when you're maidening a plane. Today was a very small incident of losing a little missile pod there.
And you almost hit the ground, let's be honest.
I mean, it could have happened, but I didn't, okay? But that's why I'm glad to fly with AMA, the Academy of Model Aeronautics. It's an insurance program for those of us that fly and drive RCs, and it comes in at a fraction of the cost of this airplane, the price of a couple batteries for this airplane. It is really a no-brainer to fly with the Academy of Model Aeronautics. And guys, I don't know if you plan on going or if you've ever heard of it, but we plan on going to the AMA Fun Fly 2023, the Academy of Model Aeronautics Fun Fly
in Muncie, Indiana.
And I hope to see you there. It is a very fun time. They have one of the greatest runways ever. It's an X pattern, so even if the wind is coming in one way, you can still use their paved runway. A lot of guys will be flying all sorts of things, from helicopters, electric planes. I've even seen big gas old airplanes there, 3D planes, and most of all, it's a very relaxed environment where everyone just kind of hangs out, gets to know each other, and have a very good time. So if you'd like to learn more about the AMA Fun Fly, we'll have a link in the description box below. I really hope to see you there, and while supplies last, we'll be giving subscribers to the channel free RC Sailors shirts, so be sure to grab one. At least consider supporting us and our channel. If you enjoy our content, we appreciate you clicking that link, because we make just a little bit of kickback at no extra cost to you. If you found this plane because of our channel, had a little fun while you're here, learned something while you're here, thought you'd buy it while you're here, maybe go hobby shop RC Sailors, hobby shop RC Sailors. It's a great way to support our channel and our family, and we really appreciate it. Thank you so much. It means a lot to us.
The wind's not too bad right now.
Well, it's been pretty windy today. I mean, we're talking like teens of miles an hour, and it has been like that for days. So I want to say a massive thanks to God for blessing us with the right weather to get out here and bring this video to you guys. We are super grateful for everything, good and bad in our life, but specifically right now, just for being able to get out here and fly this plane. And a massive thanks to our Patreon supporters, because we couldn't do what we do as often as we do it without your amazing support. Thank you to our Patreon family. And if you like this plane and want to see more Warbird content, we'll have another one of our favorite E-Flite Warbird videos popping up right about now. Thanks for watching. We'll see you there.